What is up, everyone? It is time for the Smackdown recap from Tuesday, August 23rd. We will be going over, what all happened on Smackdown. If you never saw one of these before, all I do is ramble on for about 20 minutes or so and say, hey, this is dumb in wrestling, this is cool in wrestling. We assign values at the end that are completely arbitrary. They are very, whose line is it anyway in nature. But those points do not matter, so do not keep track of those points as we go on. Let's get the matches started. Let's get the recap started. So SmackDown starts off this week with a pre-show party where it's like 3 C-list SmackDown people. Dolph Ziggler is crying into his KFC Chicken Littles that he apparently is a new spokesman for about the next year, give or take. If you remember the KFC Bonanza from SummerSlam, I guess they have different commercials of those that go until next Royal Rumble. 2017 Royal Rumble. Fuck you, Stan. Buckle bomb you until you die. So Dolph Ziggler's crying in his chicken-flavored Cheerios. AJ Styles comes in the locker room, declares himself the face that runs the place, because as you know, he destroyed John Cena in his town. He stole John Cena's Never Give Up head wristband, armband, and he now wears this as a headband. And I find it amusing because I'm pretty sure that was Cena's armband for the night. So I know there's give to elastic items like that, but if Cena's armband fits around AJ's head, Cena's muscles must be pretty big. It seems the focus of this onslaught is directly on the back. This is going to be the focus is wherever I want it to be. Bad shape. Well, out here you have to be able to think on your feet, acting fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can find yourself in a world. So Dolph Ziggler gets cranky because AJ Styles tries to steal his 3-piece chicken and biscuits. He attacks AJ. The lame-ass locker room splits them up. And that starts off the night of those two just pissing and moaning and slapping each other. Show actually starts. All of SmackDown's tag teams / women are down in the ring. And they have the coronation ceremony of these are what our belts will look like. They are both blue backstrapped, of course. If you remember the Fruit Roll-Up Red Universal Championship belt, like the leather that the belt's on, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. SmackDowns are obviously blue instead. They actually look way cooler. The women's belt almost looks like the men's championship belt. It's just the women's one. So they actually showed a lot of respect and not honor, but like class, I guess. They made it look real pretty though. They made it deserving of what it should be. Instead of like we always can go back to the butterfly. It is no butterfly belt. They have that. The tag team belts are on blue leather as well. They look like they still have the Roman helmets on them. They look like nickels instead of pennies. That looks way better as well. The blue and silver go very well together apparently. So they decide we have to have 27 ways. Don't kick at me. He's doing his comeback. In all games, if you pressed all the right button in front. Oh, he fucked up. Okay. That's what the difference is. He's supposed to fuck up for that not to work. Whatever. Now he's done. Enjoy retirement, sucker. Let's take you outside. Alright, hold on. So everyone's in the ring celebrating. They decide we need 27 different rules. God damn it, Sting. We need 27 different rules about how we're going to give all the belts out to all of our wrestlers here. So for the ladies' belt, it's going to be a 6-pack challenge. Which, if you recall, it's just 6 people wrestling together. Winner is the best woman. She is waifu at that point. She gets the belt. Maybe she will notice you as... I don't know. Maybe she won't lose her smile. I don't know. Anime references. Come on, work with me, people. So they're going to do that for the women at Backlash. And for the men and the tag team belt, fuck you, Sting! They are going to... And there's the sleeper. This could be lights Put me to sleep outside. I don't give a shit. For the men, they're going to do a tag team tournament, culminating at Backlash. Kurt Russell. The tag team tournament is going to culminate then. They start pointing to all the teams. You guys can do this. Heath Slater comes out and says, "Hey man, what about me, bud?"
That's a good thing.
So they say that if Heath Slater can find a tag team partner by the end of the night, they will put him in the tournament. So we have that going for us. Heath Slater is still probably one of my favorite wrestlers. There's another person on my list as of Wednesday morning, I guess it was at this point. We'll talk about that when it comes up, though. So Heath interrupts. If he wants to get hired on SmackDown, he has to have a team A, any partner he can find, and B, he has to win the tag team belts, and then he gets hired at SmackDown. So that's actually setting up a very cool way to both get him on SmackDown and give him a belt, which would be fucking amazing. So they jibber jabber about that a little bit. AJ, I guess, was getting bored in the back, comes out, says, "Heath, I won't be your freaking partner. Don't even get started. I will not be your partner. Don't be stupid." He says that he's the face that runs the place. He's getting screwed over. He should have a title shot because he beat the guy Bubble Mouth. Because he beat goddamn John Cena. So he deserves a title shot. Dolph Ziggler comes out and jumps him from behind. He's very cranky. They forgot one of his Chicken Little sandwiches. Oh shit! What color am I? Blue.
This should be over soon. This is such a painful. I guess he's done with that move.
No, I kicked out, dick.
What's he gonna do next?
He's gonna do it again. This Sting's a piece of shit. Fuck you. So Dolph Ziggler jumps him.
And there's the Scorpion Deathlock.
They do the no. Get off me!
And it's gonna end it.
Fucking I tapped myself out.
Sting scores with a tremendous move. There's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
So Ziggler jumps him and does the whole locker room, let's split him apart bullshit thing. I'm losing out lately, by the way. Thinks I'm talking too much.
Here's your winner.
Shut up. Shut up, Sting. No one likes you. First up for the actual matches was Becky versus Alexa Bliss. I think the whole point of the match was just to have other women at ringside as well, because Natalya and Naomi were ringside for the commentary. They were blabbing back and forth about how one is better than the other. No one was really doing commentary for the match, really. It was more just the two women outside arguing with each other.
Look who's come out here, Michael.
David Otunga sounded bored as shit, to be honest with you, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, so look out! Oh, she took her down.
Welcome back.
That's called
I'm going
rushing
to war with him.
fire, cannon charge." And he gives no
There
shits.
you have it. Back to you, Cole.
I was more excited talking about later in the night about how the Usos saw Rikishi while he was filming a movie or some bullshit with his wife Jennifer Gardner, and they were doing something. I don't know. I don't care about David Otunga's personal life. This is a pretty intense triple threat match we get going here. There's only one way to win this. Kevin, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to sacrifice you to the beast. Then I'm going to smack you all with weapons, and this shit's going to happen there. Yeah, so Becky and Alexa have a really good match. At least for their scale. Like, Charlotte... No, you fight. You two fight. Like, Charlotte and Sasha are like A tier. Like, Becky and Natalya are B tier. In my personal opinion. Nikki Bella came back to SmackDown, by the way. They showed her in the lineup, and they're talking about who's going to be in the women's match.
Oh, lights out.
Now, what did you think of that? What a match. What a fight. When you reach this,
we're healing the fuck out. I don't care.
Anything can happen.
So anyway, so the women had a match. Becky won. Natalya and Naomi were too busy with themselves the whole time to worry about anything else. So that wasn't that important. Next, they show Heath walking around backstage. He finds The Miz. He's asking The Miz questions about being his tag team partner. It sounds like The Miz is agreeing with him, saying, "Yeah, man, we'll be the best. We'll be the best thing ever. I can't wait. This will get us both hyped up and fantastic." Blah 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 blah.
Nice dodge there.
and The Miz was in his hoodie. So obviously they set up the, oh, he's on his Bluetooth headset the whole time. Fuck you, Heath Slater. So he got screwed over on his first attempt to get a partner. So I felt a little bad for him like that. Wrestling friend Kyle, when I saw him on Wednesday, said they didn't announce on SmackDown who his partner was going to be. So I was pretty excited the whole time just to see what they would do and see how they tease towards it. Apparently they did pick. Oh no, Kevin Owens. Apparently they did pick his partner that night, but that comes up later. Cheers, over here.
Hey, nice move.
So next up, tag team match was the Ascension versus the Usos. I was extremely confused when the Ascension's music started, because as you might remember, the Ascension's music was my theme song for a while. So I thought the man, the myth, the legend, Career Mode Tobes was coming out for a match. Apparently I was incorrect.
He's still down after that.
Watch this. Watch this.
This is going to be
ankle breaker.
One way or another.
No kidding. Getting some air.
Oh, his ankle.
Next to you. You have to respect that Kevin Owens knows what he wants and goes right after it. He's one of the most no-nonsense competitors we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, but I'm not so sure Sami Zayn respects that. Kevin Owens wanted Zayn's NXT title.
Yeah, so the Usos and the Ascension had a match. The theme song confused me for a second because I forgot that that's where it came from this game at first. It was a tag team match. I did not think the Ascension was going to win because I know that they finally just got back together-ish after what's-his-name's suspension. I forget which one of them was doing the drugs, but I know one of them was.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Wow, he's still down after that.
Come on. Fuck you.
Some clever offense.
So the Usos win their part of the tag team match. So the tournament starts off with the Usos having the first match in. AJ comes out to talk to the crowd for a little bit. He pisses and screams and moans for about 10 minutes about how he should have a chance because he beat John Cena. He's the face that runs this place.
That's how you make a statement.
It seems like he was killing time for something because he keeps repeating, I should be the guy. I should be the guy, over and over and over. And eventually Dolph Ziggler comes out, comes charging out, running around like he's important.
He's giving us a great example.
They start arguing back and forth. Daniel Bryan comes out, announces the main event match for the night. He says AJ and Dolph Ziggler will have a match. If AJ beats Dolph Ziggler, AJ gets... Come on! If AJ beats Dolph Ziggler, it's AJ against Ambrose at the pay-per-view. If Dolph Ziggler beats AJ, it's a triple threat match for the belt instead. So they all settle down. They act like it's okay. You know, that's fine. Whatever.
Extra slow getting back.
That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. That kind of nonsense. Fuck you, fatty.
And it's moves like that.
So
the one in 21-1.
Let's see. Next up was Carmella versus Nikki Bella, making her grand return to WWE after the pay-per-view. Renee does her interview in the ring with her before the match starts, the fake pre-show thing. So Carmella just jumps Nikki Bella and just beats the ever-loving shit out of her, like throws her around a bunch. I want to pick it up. Throws her around a bunch. Gives her the Bella Buster, which is Nikki's new finisher, I guess. They hammed up her neck possibly being broken again. Like, they had everything. But Carmella is now a force to be reckoned with. You don't sleep on her.
Oh my, someone's getting a taste of their own finishing moves.
Man, oh man, why would they do that?
I'm not sure why they didn't give Nikki her first match back. Maybe they're just being careful to make sure that her neck is okay still. She did grab her neck a lot and ham it up like her neck might have actually been hurt again, but who really knows? There was no match there though. It was just a squish like they like to do. Next up, Randy Orton came out to say Brock Lesnar's going to get his ass kicked. you know, fuck him. I didn't think I'd be leaving with 10 staples in my head. At one point in the beginning, he goes, bet you all didn't think I was going to be here tonight. And the crowd's like, yeah, oh, Randy Orton, oh, Randy, you're the best, Randy, oh my God. And they're all screaming for Randy Orton. And then he goes, but I am here. And then they scream even louder. Like you save the amplified jazz up like that when they're like, but I will challenge you for the belt, or I will defend my title, or I'm not retiring.
The ref's calling for the match
or anything else along those lines. You don't do it for, hey guys, I'm here. You didn't think I was going to be here though, did you? You don't freak out for that. That's not exciting.
But man, did that look
really?
painful.
Really? The ref's down, we're going to do this bullshit? Whoa, what a good use this was.
It's come down to a
no!
battle of attrition right now.
Yeah, it could really go
so
way
Randy Orton
man, what a struggle.
Talked for 15 minutes about how, you know, the Beast, I didn't know it was going to go down like that. I'm still here, though. Don't worry about it.
A ton of ability. Certainly
where'd their chairs go?
to keep an eye on.
So he rambles on a little bit. The lights go out. Bray Wyatt comes out in his rocking chair.
He's got his sights set
Says,
on that neck
Randy,
Around here, you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can
and
find
then
yourself
he
in
goes,
a world
"Rah!"
of hurt.
and disappears. And then he comes back again and goes, "Rah!" and disappears again. And Randy Orton seems spooked, and probably because he had staples in his head, he might have been a little more scared. But if Randy Orton was the one that was supposed to beat Brock Lesnar, in theory, like what the fuck is Bray Wyatt gonna do to him? All Bray Wyatt's programs are anymore, or let's get you hyped up until Bray makes it to the main event of his current program, and then let's just have him lose.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Like he ditched the Wyatt family. Now he has his solo thing again. He's rocking chairs with Randy Orton, the scariest snake of all time.
When Roman
But
Reigns makes his way through the
Randy Orton's not going to lose to fucking Bray Wyatt. Not Smackdown, probably not a house show, not a pay-per-view. So I don't know why they're doing this already. After that they show they're doing backstage interviews with Shane McMahon. They're like, Shane, how do you feel about what happened with Randy and Brock? And he takes the diplomatic approach. Oh, you know, we'll have to look into it. Things have to be done, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, Steph gave a bullshit $500 fine to Randy Orton. It's actually on WWE's website. Obviously, it is fake, but the fake bullshit fine is obviously meant to hype up the drama a little bit.
What an incredible lariat!
But so the reporter lady keeps pushing Shane about what's going to happen. What's going to happen? So finally he goes, "You want me to make a comment? Here's your comment. If Brock thinks it's over, it's far from over." And they can have Brock verbally or Paul Heyman verbally beat the shit out of Shane McMahon all they want. Shane McMahon cannot beat Brock Lesnar. Not in fake wrestling world, not in real life, not anywhere. Shane fighting The Undertaker recently, like last year, Hell in a Cell. Remotely doable because Shane flew off the top of the cage, and that's how he lost. Beyond that, there's no way he would have won. Brock Lesnar against Shane is even more ridiculous in that sense, where it's just ridiculous. No one would ever buy Shane even remotely having a chance of beating Brock Lesnar. So that's stupid. Other than shenanigans, I don't know what else they're gonna do. Next they show Heath Slater out in the locker room again, searching for a partner. They don't show who he's talking to at first. He's talking about how we could be the two horsemen, man. We could do this. We could do this. Right on top of the ref. And he's like, "I'll be Ric Flair. You be Arn Anderson." And son of a bitch, they had Arn Anderson at SmackDown. He looks way chubbier than he used to be. I mean, obviously he's getting older and doesn't wrestle a ton like Ric Flair. But Arn Anderson was on SmackDown, and I thought that was really fucking cool, to be honest with you. And he said that, you know what, Heath, I really like you. You know what, maybe we will make the two horsemen. So Heath gets all hyped up. He's like, thanks, man. I asked so many people, and you agreed to this, and you're going to help me. So then Arn gets upset because he was his last choice, and Arn felt disrespected, which makes sense. But Arn's pretty chubby anyway, so I don't think he'd really help out Heath Slater to win the Tag Team Championship and win his contract at Backdraft in, I think, a couple weeks.
Oh man, look at his face.
So they're talking about that. Heath Slater sits back in his chair, puts his hands in his head. I'm never going to find a partner. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm never going to be able to find a partner. And you see this big paw come resting down on Heath Slater's shoulder. And it's the man, the myth, the animal, the Michigan Republican, Rhyno. And he smiles at him and goes, hey, bud, I bet you a tag team champion could buy all the above ground pools he needed to. And Heath Slater gets this big shit-eating grin on his face. He looks like he's gonna the biggest like genuine smile ever. He looks so happy. He's like, did we just become did we? And I thought he was gonna do the did we just become best friends thing from Step Brothers. Sorry, I need a drink. But he did not. But he looked so excited and stuttery, that was adorable. So that was fucking awesome. So Heath Slater and Rhyno are going to be a tag team for the tag team belts. And with those two being the options, or like being the team, I feel way better in... what was I looking at last time? Ah, this one. This one doesn't matter. With those two being a team, I feel way better about there actually being a possibility of Heath Slater winning this match. Or Heath Slater and Rhyno winning the match. I really hope they do. If they don't have to win the whole thing, I don't guess. But at least let them get to Backlash. Like, at least let them win more than once. Let them be a tag team and have fun together. Cause that's a really cool thing. Like, in theory, Rhyno kind of like cost Heath his job in the first place.
This is exactly how he drew this one up.
So it'd be cool if Rhyno like helps him get a job there. Obviously in stupid bullshit terms, but still, I think it'd be awesome.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Next up was Breezango versus American Alpha for the second spot in the semifinals. This one, I'm sure you can predict who won. That's right, American Alpha made it to the next round. The good thing, or thing I didn't expect from this, was the fact that Breezango actually looked good. The tag team match was like 10 minutes, I'll say. And it wasn't just a squash like I expected it to be. It wasn't like bullshit things happening where like Breezango wins for no reason whatsoever. It was a genuinely good match. I was super impressed by both teams. But of course American Alpha won because they always do. And finally was the AJ Dolph Ziggler match. They both put on a very good match together. Dean Ambrose was on commentary with them, talking shit about how it doesn't matter how many of them wrestle against him because he's the best wrestler anyway. He had an amazing triple threat match with Roman Reigns and Seth. Doesn't matter how many people he fights, blah, blah, blah. So AJ and Dolph just had a really good match together. The one thing that was really cool was AJ, think about what Randy Orton's DDT off the middle rope looks like. Now put someone outside the ring facing up instead of facing down. And that's what AJ did to Dolph Ziggler. It was like a reverse hanging neckbreaker. And it looks super sick and amazing.
It's very clear that when fans see Randy Orton, they know danger is about to make its presence felt. The crowd watches Orton very carefully.
Other than that, it was just a really good match. Of course, AJ wins because fuck Dolph Ziggler. He had his chances. He deserved more chances, as per everyone. Commentators, wrestlers, probably Renee.
Randy Orton was feeling it.
Everyone the whole night kept saying Dolph Ziggler had enough chances, he didn't deserve one more, so obviously he did not get one more, which is good. He can now go home and enjoy his KFC the rest of the night. The gravy on the mashed potatoes is delicious. So he loses his match. It's okay because he has commercials to worry about for the next year.
business.
And AJ goes outside the ring after his match and gets in Ambrose's face because he's on commentary. Ambrose just gets a big dumb grin on his face. He's translating for the home viewers what AJ's saying to him. Blah, blah, blah. I never really thought about how little AJ was. I didn't remember how short he was. But Dean Ambrose always looked small to me. Had a couple inches over top of AJ Styles. So AJ Styles is just a baby. As a whole, though, the episode was alright. Episode. They unveiled all the titles, which is cool. I'm glad they have titles there now for other teams that deserve it. Because all the women deserve a chance for a belt. Not just half of them, obviously. There's tag team titles now. So they're very even promotions, which is very good. The tag team tournament is a pretty cool way to do that belt. As long as it doesn't get stupid at some point, which it might. I do hope Heath Slater wins, though. With or without Rhyno. The six-woman showdown obviously is a couple weeks away, but I don't know how I feel about that yet. I don't know if... All it's going to be is everyone doing crazy spots, and someone's going to look like they're going to die again, and that kind of scares me. And I'm glad Dolph Ziggler's back out of the picture, because I just don't like Dolph Ziggler. He's the Roman Reigns of SmackDown for me. I just don't really have... I don't hate Dolph Ziggler like I did Roman Reigns. I just don't like Dolph Ziggler. He's been around too much and whines a lot. And he gets KFC sponsorships that I don't get, so fuck him. I give this episode of SmackDown 3 Chicken Littles out of 5. Go to your local KFC and get Chicken Littles out now. Thank you, Dolph Ziggler, for that sponsorship. I will talk to everyone next time. Love you all. Lates.